What is up, Cahir Club, and welcome back to another CahirLIVE live stream. How goes it? I hope everybody's had a great start of their weekend. Hello, Brugger. Cheesecake with caramel, that sounds very nice. I'm glad the party went well. Hello, Felix. Hello, Alex. And hello, Rabbit Thor. And hello, James as well. Can I catch Arceus in Crystal? I think I could try, but I'm not sure it would go well. When the music stops, you know stuff is going down. Yeah, the start of the stream is going down. Because that's the intro music. But yeah, I hope everybody's had a great weekend. Who starts their weekend. It is still Saturday. It is not that deep into the weekend as of this point. But yeah, today is the final of our Crystal Nuzlocke. We've got two more things left to do. We've got the fight with Blue, and we've got the fight with Red. Which I guess is two very fitting final bits to go off on. But that probably means we're not going to have the regular 3-hour stream today. So I do have a couple of other things prepared, but I'm not sure how long those will take either. Rabbit Thor, is it bad for some reason you imagine a Rabbids Marvel crossover? I'm gonna be real. I don't know if Rabbit Thor is like referring to like maybe like Thor with rabies, which is the other thing that I'd imagine. But I've always thought of it as just like the Raymond character as well. Alright. Someone dropped a maybe stray dog? Oh, like by your house? Oh. You battled Volo. You can tell how that went. Oh, you won. Okay, good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Yes. Oh, that is, That is concerning. Hopefully that all goes... You can all sort that out well. But yeah, let's hop into things so we can have one final team overview. I mean, hopefully the final team overview, because if it isn't, we're going into the red fight under-leveled with some Pokemon. I mean, we could use some sacrifices. Alright. But yeah, what's left on my team is everyone who's been around for the past few streams. Because so far we've had a pretty lucky streak. We got Dormant the Lugia, who we got a couple of streams back. They recently swept Janine's whole team, but that's mostly because her team is shit. I feel really bad for her. Why did they fuck her over? So anyway, then we've got Prey the Magneton. Everyone's level 65, by the way. I ground everyone up to level 65. That is over level for Blue, but it's about good level for Red. I don't do shit like rare candies. I don't like that kind of thing. I'm not gonna like diss Pokemon challenges for doing it, but I feel like he's fundamentally got the wrong end of the stick if he thinks that's an incorrigible thing for just like non-hacked games. But yeah, Prey Magneton. Then we've got Strunk the Quagsire. Legendary, honestly. Absolute beast of a Quagsire. Love her. Then we got Odd Leaves, the Vileplume. Maybe the weakest link, but we'll find out. Then we've got Volo, the Togetic. And finally, we got Rainer, the Caesar. That's not going to be enough. His Pikachu's level 81 in this game, not level 88. And then most of his team are in the 70s. So we'll have an uphill battle for sure. But I'm not opposed to that, honestly. Like, even if I don't win, it'll be nice to have, like, a final challenge. Especially since, up until this point, Kanto's been a cakewalk, but I guess we'll find out with Blue. If, it's gonna continue to be. Anyway, I should probably look up Blue's team, just to make sure we've got everything ready for it. Pokemon Blue! This is the game! Alright. So he leads with a Pidgeot. Yeah, his highest level's on level 58 Arcanine. Alright. So I guess the best lead will be... Prey. But then after that, he'll probably switch into his Rhydon, because it's got Earthquake. So maybe we go into Volo or Dormant after that, although it does have Rock Slide, which is a bit of a threat. So maybe actually a better bet would be Strong. Because Strong can definitely take out a Rhydon easily, but then he'd probably go into Exeggutor. Would definitely go into Exeggutor, honestly. Which does have Sunny Day as well as Solar Beam. And then I guess Dormant or... You know, we can figure that out after the gym trainers. But I'm pretty sure there are no trainers in, what's it called? Silver Cave. So, I think these are going to be the last trainers of the run. Alright, let's hop around to here. Yo, Jump in the Making! How's it going? Looks like you're on a roll. The gym leader is a guy who battled the champion 3 years ago. He's no pushover. Give it everything you've got. Okay, so, I take it back about the gym trainers. There are no gym trainers in here, apparently. It's just blue. It's just blue. Honestly, randomizers I find quite boring to watch. Regular ones are much better in your opinion. Let's start the battle and then we can have... yo, finally got here, huh? I wasn't in the mood at Cinnabar, but now I'm ready to battle you. But telling me you've conquered all the gyms in Johto? Heh, Johto's gyms must be pretty pathetic then. Hey, don't worry about it. I'll know if you're good or not by battling you right now. Ready, Johto champ? Yo, someone finally acknowledged it. But yeah, I don't know, I kind of agree. The issue with randomizers is they're random, which means the early game ends up being harder than the end game. I think, like, regular Nuzlocks can actually keep a nice level, like, difficulty curve, because, you know, they're balanced to do that. I mean, come on. Oh. Oh! Oh no! Do you mind? Could you call in anyone else? There's a 1 in 5 chance of that happening. It's fine, we'll hit this Zap Cannon. Watch. See? But yeah, I think, randomizers have the fun of, like, you not knowing what you're gonna get. But fundamentally, sometimes your alternate Necrozma will be an Aron, and there's nothing you can do about it. Alright. Prey's a Sigma confirmed. I mean, Prey was the one who started that conversation. Wait a minute. But you what? Why? I was really expecting Rhydon to come out here because it has Earthquake. Sure. Why not? Oh, is it because it has Sunny Day? What? It's going to use Sunny Day. It's going to use Sunny Day. Leech Seed. Okay, I was wrong. I was incorrect on that one. Alright. Is that a crit? No. Oh, right, it's going to heal some. Okay, no, that's fine. Alright, and that's going to be Solar Beam. But that's a 2-turn Solar Beam, because it didn't actually use Sunny Day. So, as long as this kills, which I'm pretty sure it will, we're fine. What? What are you... What? 120, but we resist. Okay. Solar Beam and Egg Bomb were its only actual attacking moves, so I'm gonna risk another Tri-Attack this turn. Okay. Can you please be able to find this timid, modest Dino already? You're playing a ROM hack on Black 2. Oh, okay, Blaze Black 2. I was... So his plan was to... Let's just get this straight. His plan, his strategy, Blue's master strategy was send in Executor, use Sunny Day, and then send in Arcanine. He didn't do the Sunny Day part. Like, I mean, maybe the AI didn't think it through that hard, but still. But yeah, best of luck finding the timid dino. I was like, I don't know why, but my brain immediately thought you were playing Gen 5. That's like forgetting to put butter or honey on a crumpet. That is the most British analogy I think I've heard in a while, but yeah, no, exactly. Honestly, I think this... I don't think Strong's got much to threaten it at this point. Alakazam might be an issue, because it's an Alakazam, but... Overall, I think Strong... Like, Gyarados isn't gonna be great. Oh, I'm now realizing I don't think... Don't send out Gyarados. Don't send out Alakazam. Okay, that's okay, I think, because we're just about 10 levels above it. I just want to get Prey all healed up for Gyarados. Who might be a threat, actually. Wait, maybe? Basically, it has Hydro Pump, but I'm unsure of how much damage Hydro Pump's going to do. Okay, I'm going to heal up Strunk now as well. Before I go in for the final onslaught of this. I'm interested to see who he's going to send out next. I think it might just be Gyarados. So, quick question. Did you already see the Shiny Minccino? No. Not a hope in hell. But we'll be continuing the hunt on Monday. When I find any shiny, I tend to ping the Discord about it. So if you do want to know if I found it or not, I'd recommend joining the Discord. I didn't quite kill. Recover? That's probably a mistake. Rob, hello! How's it going? Need to lurk for a bit. We'll join hopefully before you hit Mount Silver. Hopefully you can grab that Steel Wing to power up Raina. That is the plan. That is the plan. Raina finally getting stabbed will be a miracle. Alright. Yeah, he sent out Gyarados now, which is an issue because I don't really have much to do against Gyarados. I'm guessing he's going to go straight for the Hyper Beam because that's like a high damage attack. No, I was wrong, actually. Okay, like, like, come on, of course we're going to do that. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. I think I may have made a mistake. A crit?! I am honestly not as, like... Fundamentally, we are now on the back foot on this fight. But I'm more worried about Red. Okay. I don't think anyone resists Hydro Pump on this team except Oddlass. Which isn't that great. Electric doesn't even resist water. So... playing Electric against water is always a risk. Especially when you're spamming Zap Cannon. I feel like that's like the big fundamental downfall I might have stumbled across there. Is stubbornness. and spamming a very inaccurate move. Anyway, Gyarados, how the fuck am I gonna beat you? Okay, so it's Hydro Pump. But Thundershock killed anyway? He died to Sigma, he did actually, that's so true. Oh, okay, we're just going straight into Oddlass. We don't get a choice, that's fine. I'm banking on that poison. Oh, I can put it to sleep. If I live to the end of the turn. Never mind, we got the poison. Okay. Alright, thought that'd happen. As long as he doesn't crit, we should be fine. Okay, you know, we are absolutely A-okay. He died doing what he loved, the Zap Cannon, indeed. Honestly, exactly. Issue. We now only have 5 competently leveled Pokemon for Red. Does grass resist ground? We're probably faster anyway. Okay. I feel like my Magnemite line Pokemon tend to not have good luck. Doesn't help that in the same cave there's a chance to find Wynot, which has the Shadow tag. I don't think you said a single correct thing in that sentence. I don't want to be mean, but that's Gen 2. Alright, here, take this. It's the Earth Badge. Hell yeah. Alright, I was wrong. You're the real deal. You are a good trainer. But I'm gonna beat you someday. Don't you forget it. I'm not gonna forget it. Mostly because you killed Prey. Still talking about your game. Oh! Oh! Okay, understandable. I thought you just meant that Mount Silver's a pain in the ass because of, Wobbuffet. And I just assumed you meant in Heartgold, Soulsilver. I apologize for the misunderstanding. Speaking of apologies... Actually, there are no apologies. No, not you. Because, Prey died as Sigma. Let's get some 07s in chat for Prey. Grab item. No, I release them with the item most of the time. Unless it's like the experience share. Oh, that was an amulet coin, actually. We don't need money at this point. Money's no longer an issue. Okay, so, while we have options... Oh, 2. Oh, sorry, wrong messaging service. 07. My gut's saying big laxative. Snorlax. Snorlax is the GOAT, honestly. Issue. It's about 15 levels under right now. Has Body Slam. Okay. I'm not gonna grind up past level 65, I don't think. Because if I lose because of underleveledness, like, I'm just gonna class that as an oh well moment, but I just don't like grinding that much. Yeah, all of the starters level 77, Pikachu's level 81. We've got the Pokemon to deal with Pikachu. Which means I think the biggest threat's gonna be Snorlax. Because it also has Body Slam. And I no longer have that many Pokemon that can resist it. Although then again... In fact, I think Snorlax might be a bigger threat at this point. Because it has Blizzard and... Oh, it has Blizzard? Yeah, Blastoise is the threat there. Give your guys items too. Probably a bet, but there aren't really that many held items in this game. It's like leftovers and berries. Yeah, I think red's gonna be a very uphill battle, I'm gonna be real. But first things first, I think we're gonna have to grind. I'm gonna grind big laxative up only, and again, if we then lose because of underleveledness, then we'll just take that out. Is 12 levels under too many? I guess I'll put that in your guys' ballpark. Should we grind up everybody or just big lax? God, I did not want to have to do this today, but I guess that was my hubris' fault more than anything else. Let's put it here. Okay, I did the wrong move. Okay, oh my god, I've been... wait, no, I can use Snore. I used the wrong move again. I'm gonna cry. And I'm not asleep anymore. This is going well. Alright. Let's try move that again. There we go. Because I don't want to, like, accidentally try to learn a new move and forget a move in the process, you know? We like to think the incorrect POVs are the bugs in the room. The bugs? I hope there aren't any bugs. No, red doesn't have any bug types. Alright. In fact, I think a bug type would probably be, like, ideal, right? Anyway. Genius. Fortunately, we can get through the grinding decently quickly. Like a fly, bedbug, and so on and so forth. I hope I don't have any bedbugs. That would be very much a problem. I feel like that's a classic question, you know. Would you rather have bedbugs in your house or a guy in your attic? It's like a person living in your attic. And they're not like deliberately living in your attic and like you go in and you find them one day. Both very undesirable situations, I'm sure. I think the original was about cockroaches, but I feel like bedbugs. I feel like bedbugs are worse, you know? Right. Brain. Yeah, this is also why I don't like grinding, because it's like very like brain intensive, you know? Like, there's a lot to think of. There's a lot of like brain cells to fire. And like actually trying to grind correctly. Honestly, I'm doing it here because it's the safest place to grind, I think. I feel like I'm gonna eat those words, but, I think the other places are, like, Mount Silver, which probably isn't the best place. And, yeah. Have I seen the newest meme you posted? I have not yet. I'll check it out after stream. But yeah, I mean, again, prodding on a previous point. Since we're here now doing this, do you guys think 65 is going to be enough, or do you think I should go for more? Do you think I'll be fine, or do you think I should, ramp up my levels just a little bit more, just to fortify my defenses and attacks. Right. Level 55, we are a third of the way down. Oh, have I been wrapped? I just think this guy didn't let me escape, which is annoying. I'm not a fan of grinding. I wouldn't have minded if, like, Red's levels were, like, about 50-ish. Honestly, I think it's because you're not meant to fight Red, like, immediately after beating the Kanto gym leaders, honestly. I think you're meant to, like, take your time with this game. Which confuses me more as to why the Kanto gym leaders are so low-leveled. But I feel like the intention isn't you beat Blue and then you go straight to Red, you know? I feel like Red's more supposed to be, like, a hidden thing in the corner. That you, find later. More than... like, something that's meant to immediately become an attention point, you know? Like, I feel like the intention is you're meant to, like, do a lot more exploring of everywhere before you, waddle off to Mount Silver. Alright. Honestly, still racking my brain on... what was Big Lex wants to learn Hyper Beam? I feel like Rest is a move I'm going to want to keep around. I think I'll forget Rollout for now. Because while it could be an interesting move to use, I don't think it's going to be that useful. But I think, like, Hyper Beam could be, like, a good, like, final stand for Big Laxative. Go away! I'm honestly impressed at the first phone call we've had this stream. I want to check Big Laxative's stats, actually. Okay, yeah, special defense is... it was what I thought it was. It's HP, attack, and special defense. The Snorlax is good with. It's awful with speed and special attack. So we won't give it any special attacks, but that's not that hard, because every normal attack is special in this game. Special? Physical. Wrong one, Cahir. Shadow Gaming, how goes it? Welcome to the grinding spree, because someone spammed an inaccurate move too many times and got their Magneton killed. Prey's dead, by the way. But now I'm just doing some final grinding before Red. I'm grinding Big Laxative level 65, and we're going to go in with a full team of 65s. I was honestly hoping that there would be a few more trainers in the gym to, like, maybe smooch a couple of levels off of. But that did not happen. Alright. I'm out of PP entirely. Oh, okay. But yeah, this should be over decently quick. But this is why the game time says, like, hundreds of hours, because I have spent a decent chunk of time grinding to make sure Pokemon are, like, well-leveled. By the way, congrats on 520 subs, indeed, thank you! Climbing up a bit quicker over the past couple of weeks, which was nice. Because it had slowed down for a bit there. I guess it is what it is. Alright. But yeah, we'll have to make sure Big Laxative isn't up first in Mount Silver. Because if repels do wear off at any point, not good. But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get to 550 by July. Or during July, I'm guessing. Alright. Once you found out your stream because you looked up Pokemon streams, I mean, that's kind of the goal, isn't it? That shows that, like, I feel like just recommendations isn't really going to cut it for my... due to, like, my size at the moment. But it is good to know that, that was the location. The way you found it. Because it shows whatever I'm putting in the tags is working. Alright. Ugh. You'll probably be fine at 60. I mean, really? Because, I don't know, I'm just kind of concerned because he's got level, like, 70s, right? Like, mid-level 70s. All three of his starters level 77. So level 65 will just be fine. Or, not fine, but, like... I don't have to worry about grinding up higher? Or you don't think so? I'll go to level 65 just because it makes it even with everyone else. Alright. Out of PP again. I think your team is around 55 fighting red with Lugia at 63. Interesting. He has got a lot of very good moves, is my, like, one worry. Like, he's got Blizzard on his Snorlax, which will, obviously fuck up Vileplume. Which maybe means Vileplume isn't, like... Did I say Snorlax? I meant Blastoise. Which maybe means Vileplume isn't even, like, a viable counter to that. I guess... in the grand scheme of things, maybe Strunk is once more the bet for that? As in Blastoise with Earthquake. Use Lugia on his Venusaur. I mean, that was honestly the plan with Venusaur, because, like, Volo or Lugia are, like, the main bets. Let's look up his team and start strategizing. Okay. So Strunk comes out first to fight his Pikachu, because Pikachu has Charm, Quick Attack, Thunderbolt, and Thunder. And it doesn't have, like, a Light Ball or anything, so I feel like Quick Attack won't do more than a quarter. Because this is Strunk we're talking about. Which means I can just Earthquake and probably 2 or maybe, like, 3 shot it at max. And we'll be entirely immune to his moves. He'll, after that, probably go into Venusaur pretty quick. Unless he does something weird like Blue did, I feel like Venusaur will be next. Because Venusaur obviously has Giga Drain and Solar Beam. And then also Sunny Day, which I'm vaguely concerned about. Because if it weakens water attacks and then he sends in Charizard, we're very much going to be on a back foot there. Especially... wait, no, Prey wouldn't have been a good bet anyway. Although I guess we have Ice Punch on Strunk, which will do neutral damage, but will probably end up doing... wait, will it end up doing more than Surf? It probably won't, actually, now that I think about it. Because, damage is doubled by Stab, and then halved by Sun, right? So... but yeah, basically we don't want him to, it's the finale, it's the fun fight. It doesn't matter if your team dies now. I mean, yeah, but I'm going to want to keep Strong alive decently, because Strong's going to be one of my better bets for most of his team, I'm going to be real. Obviously, okay, cool. Glad we're on the same page with that much. Okay, cool. The sheer amount of special defense Eevee's Lax is gonna have. That's a good point. He has only been fighting Tentacruel here. Maybe Big Lax is honestly the best bet against Blastoise at this point. Because it can probably tank a decent amount of its hits. And dish out a decent amount of damage in return, right? And it has Rest. I'm thinking I change the leftovers out for a Mint Berry, if I have one. Quagsire is your favorite evolution and second favorite Pokemon. Quagsire is very cool, I do agree with that much. I was never like a Quagsire hater, but Strong has definitely given me like a new appreciation for Quagsire that I didn't have up until this point, you know? Like, I liked Quagsire always. I was like, oh, it's the goofy guy with the fun smile. I love that guy. But, like, I was never like, yeah, Quagsire. But, like, Strong has opened my eyes. I see why everybody fucking adores this guy. It'll probably rank everything, tank everything special, which is the majority of Red's team. That is a good point. Red has Vaporeon? No, he has Espeon, Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise. I'm just gonna, like, finish off my PP. Uh-oh. I'm glad we have Snore. Alright, let's fly off to Viridian. Get healed, and then I guess it's time to stop speeding up. Alright. So, we got Big Laxative. Obviously, I'm going to leave with Strong no matter what. Strong can take down that Pikachu easily and then won't get paralyzed or anything. I think I'm going to give Strong the leftovers. Got a full item bag, okay. Do we have anything that we can give? We have a few bitter berries, which is confusion. Do we have just some regular berries anywhere? We have an ice berry, we have calcium. Does calcium do special defense as well, or... I'm gonna give it to Strong, actually. Okay, never mind. Oh wait, Focus Band. May prevent fainting. I'm gonna give that to Oddlass, because I think Oddlass is, like, the most at risk of that. Wait, do we have a Metal Coat? Wait, no, we definitely have a Metal Coat somewhere. I'm gonna store all my berries. I don't think we have a Sharp Beak. Right, I'm gonna deposit all of these berries, because we have enough full heals, I think. Yeah, we have 31. So those aren't really... Calcium to Lax, okay. Wait, no? Oh, I have a rare candy, actually. Oh, it is special attack, okay. I was thinking it might be, but I wasn't sure if, that, like, they kept it as the calcium, as, like, a leftover from Gen 1. But honestly, I wasn't even sure if calciums were in Gen 1. Alright, okay. I've got a controversial decision here. I think I'm gonna give Strong the rare candy. Here's my train of thought. Strong... Do it, okay. Everyone's agreeing. Strong is probably one of our best bets, so having as many levels as possible is gonna be good on him. Additionally... Strong is going to take the leftovers. Yeah, I think Strong is only gonna be, like, not good against Venusaur, you know? I'm gonna give Dormant the berry. And I think I have a Metal Coat in the PC. Withdraw. I have another 2 rare candies in here. Who are we giving the other rare candies to? I guess that's the question. Do we have any mint berries, I guess is the question? It does not look like we do. That's a shame. That is a big shame, actually. Okay. Alright. Yeah, final 2 red candies, who to? Do we give them both to a different Pokemon, or do we just, like, invest in Strong? What's this? Bitterberry, okay. I'm hoping for a mint berry at some point. I'm not sure where they are. Alright, we got 1 vote for Strong. Any contradicting opinions? Alright. Wow, that's excellent! You collected the badges of the gyms in Kanto, well done! I was right in my assessment of you. Tell you what, Cahir, I'll make arrangements so that you can go to Mount Silver. Mount Silver is a big mountain that's home to many wild Pokemon. It's too dangerous for your average trainers, so it's off limits, but we can make an exception in your case, Cahir. Go up to Indigo Plateau. You can reach Mount Silver from there. How's your Pokedex coming along? Let's see. Raina, okay. Honestly, I was thinking Raina myself. Because Rain is probably going to be our second best bet. It's just Charizard's going to... Much like Venusaur needs to go down before Strong, Charizard needs to go down before Raina. I think I'm going to give 1 to Raina. And 1 to Strong. Because that extra level is going to help Raina. But I fundamentally think that, what was it called? I just realized that we can just use the calciums on Dormant. Yeah. Pokemon Crystal Mint Berry. Okay. Pewter City. Raina can set up on Pikachu and hopefully wipe it out. Maybe take another as long as Charizard isn't next. But Charizard will be next is my assumption. Which means that I'm gonna use Strong on Pikachu. Because Strong solos Pikachu. I think that Pikachu is barely a threat to Strong. I don't want to jinx it too much, but I think that in terms of Pikachu beating, Strong is going to be our best bet. Okay, we got the Mint Berry that I wanted. Let's give that to Big Laxative. And I guess Volo can just go and fuck himself. Like, most of the time, when using a very risky strategy, unless we have a backup plan, they generally use the exact Pokemon we're expecting them to. And I can see why Blue used Exeggutor and Magneton, because Exeggutor has Sunny Day, which is supposedly super effective. I'm sure in the AI's mind was super effective because it's a fire move, you know? And while that could mean he sends in Venusaur instead, No. Who's he going to counter Lugia with, I guess is the question. Probably Snorlax, I could see. Or maybe just Blastoise with Blizzard. If that is the case, then I might just go straight into Strong. Because I think Strong will tank most of what Blastoise tries to throw at him, and then I can hopefully get an Amnesia off. Although if that doesn't work out the way I want it to, I could be on the back foot. So maybe that's a hope he doesn't send in Blastoise next. This is just south, okay. Right, yeah, I think I'm gonna go off to Mount Silver now. Pray to Scythia's power on the side. Scythia's, you can... You'll get there, I promise. Keep trying. You can do it. Alright, let's just do one more final heal to make sure. I feel like this final boss, it's kind of a bit hard. It is quite, gonna be real. But I guess we'll find out in a moment how well we'll do. I'm gonna stock up on Hyper Potions, actually. Because I'm pretty sure our... We actually have a lot of Pokemon with above 200 hit points now, actually, now I look at it. So what I'm going to do is buy Max Potions instead. Or not. I guess we're going elsewhere again. That'll probably be some at the Pokemon League. There we go. Let's buy 30. And let's buy another 5 of these. And honestly, let's get another 10 of these, I think. Because we don't need money anymore. Wait, how many Super Repels do we have at this point? Not Super Repels, I think it's Max Repels we have. But yeah, how many? 10? I'm gonna get a couple more of those as well. And we should have enough Hyper Potions to just, like, tide us over if we need a smaller heal. You can get a Tyranitar. Bruka, do you want us to be here for the next 3 hours? Because I don't really want us to be here for the next 3 hours. Pretty sure in Mount Silver we only get Larvitar at, like, level 16. I think there might be some Pupitar at a bit of a better level, but not that many. I don't even know if this is a new encounter or not, but, like... At this point, I'm not gonna bother with new encounters, I don't think. Maybe one inside Mount Silver itself, but I just kinda don't see as much of a point in getting a bunch of new encounters. In giving the... What was it called? We're not going to use them. If we don't win this fight, we've lost the Nuzlocke. And we're not going to need any Pokemon after this fight, because it's the final one. Alright. Oh, the final Pokemon Center. You know what? Let's heal here. Let's go in here to just do a final bit of healing. And I'm also going to take a drink while I'm here, because thirsty. Alright. 07 Greg. Indeed 07 Greg. Greg was not one of the best, as Shadow Gaming put it. Although that was mostly because I sacked Greg off to keep Wet alive, who ironically then died later on. So... Wait, how many HMs are we going to need for this area? You need Flash for Silver Cave? What about Rain Dance? You don't need Rain Dance. I don't want you to have Rain Dance. I don't care enough about Rain Dance. We should probably consider doing some final TM uses, actually. You can't even learn Flash?! You make a good point about Sunny Day. I don't think there's any other move on this team that I'm gonna use less than Metronome. I know, like, everyone seems to have the bit where they use one final... I don't think it's worth sacking Double Edge when Double Edge is an 120 power attack on a Pokemon that does not have that much attack to begin with. So we're gonna need that. We're gonna need that. Even if Volo knocks itself out with that attack, that is the most damage Volo is gonna be capable of doing. So, I apologize for everyone who's a big fan of Metronome, but we need Flash more, apparently. Because I'm not crawling through this place. One time I used Metronome with a Togepi and it came back with Judgment. You see, while that's grand, that's not gonna happen in this game. we might get, like... Are there any signature moves? Does Ho-Oh get Mystical Fire in this game? Oh wait, no, Aeroblast and Mystical Fire are protein. Are things, it's just... the Pokemon generally get them too late, right? Yeah, protein's attack. That'll go into Big Laxative. Mostly because it won't fit on Rainer at this point. I'm guessing Rainer's max EVs. Alright. I've ground Rainer so much that Rainer is probably a little bit too EV'd up. Alright. Repulse effect wore off. Let's use it again. Gonna be honest, I'm interested to see how this fight goes. But I do want to be clear, whether we win or lose, this is the final of this series. God, I thought that was the, like, walkway up to Red Den, and I was like, what? Alright. Did I grab Steel? Thank you for the reminder. Because I did almost forget. I was too busy thinking about Red. Alright, let's try that again. Where is Steel Wing? I feel like it's going to be across here. There's nothing up here? What? Sure. So your friend, which may or may not have traded your shiny away, they're still your friend? That's surprising news. Do you need carts for... You know what, this is a fair use of an HM. Training this Pokemon, he gave you a level 100 and a shiny. Oh, okay. Vaguely redeemed. Alright. Let's use our Water God, who we gave a bunch of HMs, to go and get Steel Wing. We just need to remember to not take that into Mount Silver. This stream is taking longer than I thought because we keep on having to stop. Because we have to keep on having to like backtrack and shit. It's interesting how this place still uses like the Kanto trees. Another rare candy. You know what? That one can go to Reina. They're being very generous with these now. I just realized Swonk is up front. Alright. Is it in this house, maybe? Hello? Oh dear, you found me. Please don't tell anyone about me. I'll give you this for keeping my secret, please. We did it! We finally got a stab move! Swonk is our Suicune. You love to see it. Alright, let's forget Slash, right? Alright, let's get rid of Thief. Thief has been around for way too long. Thief was the move it evolved itself with, but yeah. I was fully intending to keep Slash. I was just messing. Alright, who can learn Icy Wind, I guess is the next question. Wait, no, I should probably get the whole team here before we do that. Dormant can learn it, though. That could be good for... Could it be? I'm gonna get my full team together before I vaguely consider some HM... Not HM, some moves. But, I don't know, fundamentally I think that, our, like, move sets are pretty decent, except arguably Big Laxatives. But even then, I think Big Laxatives is, like, pretty good. Alright. Go away, Owen. Okay. TMs. Oh, Toxic, actually. I was gonna say, I'm guessing everyone can learn it. Odd Lass is getting Toxic instead of Sleep Powder, I think. Because Toxic is gonna be really good, right? It's also a lot more accurate than Sleep Powder, isn't it? So I feel like Toxic will be much better than Sleep Powder, right? No objections, then we'll do it. Alright, other than that, we've got Curse, which is less speed, more attack and defense. I don't think the defense is going to be useful, though, is the thing. Because the only Pokemon we need to defend against is his Snorlax. Other than that, I just don't think there's much that we, like, should learn. Unless anyone's got any ideas, in which case do tell me before we, like, you know, are actually, like, fighting Red. I probably shouldn't speed up during saving, right? But yeah, unless anybody's got, any other moves they think I should learn that they've spotted in the list, I think we'll go on with that. Because again, like, Curse could be useful, but again, I think it'll only be useful against his Snorlax. And we have, like, other Pokemon who can set up in different ways. That I think just kind of means Curse is a little bit irrelevant in this case. Alright. You know what? I'm going to ping the Discord now. At notification. Vacation squad. Red fight time. Palmer watch. Okay. Discord pinged. Time to fight. Time to go to fight red. Just wanted to give some leeway instead of doing it in the middle of the fight. Which is a bad habit of mine, I think. Alright. So yeah, we head up here. That was an item down there. Interesting. This looks like a familiar area. I didn't expect him to be that close to the entrance. Alright, does anybody think there's any last-second preparation that we might need to do? Because if you don't speak up now, it'll be too late. Alright. That's not the thing I wanted to go to. Alright. Okay, Baze, it's time to pray to God and Greg, and maybe pray. I mean, his name is Pray, but he did also die. Alright. Dot 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 dot. Oh, there's a lot less dots in this one. There's like 3 pages of dots. Alright. Song Wong, hello, you've got here at a good time. It's time for the hardest fight in this game. Which I'm a little bit underleveled for, I'm gonna be real. That is... I love Pikachu's shape in this game. Alright, how much is Quick Attack doing? Okay. I was expecting it to do a bit more than that, I'm gonna be real. That's good, that's good. Alright. Pikachu one-shot, I'm guessing Venusaur's next. Yeah. Okay. He's probably gonna go straight for Giga Drain, because in most worlds, that one-shots. But it won't one-shot in the world where I switch into Dormant. Shadow Gaming's completely correct. Oh, it's going for Solar Beam, interesting. We might not let it get its, what's it called, sunny day off. Greed, hello, welcome to the stream. You arrived at a good time. We are fighting red. But yeah, Pokemon is going good. We are, again, in the final fight of the Nuzlocke. Wait, Pikachu's level 81? Why they buff it from... That's level 88 in Heartgold, Soulsilver? Probably to make the fight harder. Alright, that is 2 Pokemon down. With no losses on our side so far, which is actually pretty good. But I think that fully depends on who's next. Shit, I was really hoping it wouldn't be that. Okay, he's definitely going for Blizzard, I think. I think Big Laxative is going to be our best bet against this. I'm getting flashbacks from literally 10 minutes ago. Oh, I don't have amnesia. His has amnesia. I remember now. Whirlpool. Interesting choice. Obviously, Big Laxative has been through, the Hyperbolic Time Chamber against a million Tentacruel. So, has got a lot of special defense at this point. And additionally, what's it called? We have Rest. But Rest very much does hinge on the, idea that this doesn't do too much. If that crits, we're dead. But if that crits, The rain's still falling, which isn't that good. A serve does a decent chunk of damage. Body slam him. Yeah, that's like... I think body slam kills at this point. I think if we do one more body slam, Blastoise is dead. But I'm worried that Big Laxative is dead first. Risk it for the biscuit. You're so right. Oh, we're gonna die after from Whirlpool. I just realized we should have healed. You know what? The biscuit. This is gonna crit, isn't it? Oh, it didn't crit! Okay, you'll love to see it. Imagine if we missed. It froze for a second. For a second too long. On that, like, final bit. We're dead now, aren't we? Wait. We're not dead because we killed Blastoise, which erases the Whirlpool! You love to see it! You love to see it! After I clicked Body Slam, I was like, wait, I'm so dead, but I just wasn't. Okay, Espeon's gonna be a big threat, I think, because it has Reflect and also Mud Slap. That's a crit. There's no way that's not a crit. I'm scared of it getting a Mud Slap off, honestly. But I think Big Laxative is still the best bet for now. I know we have a lot of killer cards in our pocket. Yeah, okay. Oh, never mind, you thought it was a hardcore Nuzlocke. Well, at least you're doing a lot of grinding in your hardcore Nuzlocke. That's understandable. No, I don't really do hardcore Nuzlocks. That isn't good. I think switching to Dormant is a good bet, but I think I've got a better bet. We'll see how wrong this estimate is in about 2 seconds. Ah! Never do that again! It's crit every time it's used Psychic so far. Is Psychic a high crit move? Has Psychic been a high crit move this whole time and I just haven't been aware? Don't you dare crit once more. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, it goes first. That was a screen shake. I don't know if the screen shake necessarily indicates anything. It does not. Okay. We got Amnesia off. That was the dub. Was getting that Amnesia off. Alright. I think it's interesting that the music, different notes of it kind of pause for a bit. Alright, Enemy Reflect faded. I'm gonna go for an Earthquake. Okay. I'm gonna heal. I know I'm at really high health and I can definitely tank another Psychic, but I can't tank another crit. Now here's the real question. Will the Espeon get a crit counter to that stat buff? Or will they get a high roll, forcing you to heal and not a great time? I mean, yeah, I deliberately healed there. I mean, honestly, we're risking that crit every move. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, I feel like we're gonna get Snorlax next, I'm gonna be honest. Because I don't see why he'd send a Charizard into Strong. Yeah. Fundamentally, I think Strong can probably deal with Snorlax. I'm playing it safe because we're facing very high levels here. Okay, it's going straight for the Amnesia. That's good because that's a free heal on our part. And we're not going to be specially attacking it, we're going to be attacking with Earthquake. Doesn't Snorlax have Hyper Beam? Not this one. It's got Body Slam. It's got Body Slam. But that's it. But that's like the issue, is its Body Slam, which is Stab, and we ate that! We ate that! We ate that big time, holy shit. Okay. Is that the right order of things? Maybe I should have healed first. Because he's going to go into Charizard and we're not going to be full health. But we're going to be over half health, at the least. I think, I'm guessing he's going to go for Wing Attack, honestly. I'm once again going to, damage check this guy. Because Charizard's mixed, fundamentally. Wait, no, it's not. Flying is physical. We ate that! We ate that! We fucking swallowed that all! We unhinged our jaw and ate that! Slash isn't doing more than that, unless it gets a lucky crit. And it's not even using it. GG's! That went so much smoother than I was fathoming. I was expecting that to be such a bad fight. We didn't even use all of our team members. Half of the guys just sat on the bench. I feel bad because Reina is fundamentally a goat, but Strong. Strong's the GOAT. I cannot stress this enough. Strong is the GOAT. Even my cat's coming over to congratulate me. She just strolled down the bed to say hello. The two legendary ghosts are Strong and Ferment. That is 150% true. I'm just in awe. Strong took on 2/3 of Red's team and just swept. Strong beat Pikachu, Espeon, Charizard. No. Okay, yeah, Strong took on half of Red's team. Strong took on half of Red's team. Solo. Big Laxative definitely pulled its weight, beating, Wait, no. No, Strong also beat his Snorlax. I don't know why I completely forgot that. Oh, what's next? I've already said what's next. It's PokeMMO. I will be doing PokeMMO Kanto. So I highly recommend downloading PokeMMO, because it's a very, very fun game. Yeah, that'll be starting, and I'll be battling you guys and stuff if you join in. Whack. I beat the full Crystal Nuzlocke. I wasn't entirely expecting that, I'll be honest. To be honest, you didn't expect Quagsire to do that after Espeon fainted, because Venusaur's already fainted. You only counter, and he had Amnesia up, which means you made a wall exactly. Save. Doesn't it save automatically? I feel like it probably saves automatically. Oh, you want to join Pokemon MMO? You're going to create an account. Hopefully someone doesn't have your name. Fingers crossed. That would be good. But yeah, if you want the link, it's !PokeMMO. But you do have to download some ROMs for it. And obviously I can't help with that because I would be breaking the law. You know, I'll just do it myself now. So I would highly recommend joining me for it because it'll be very fun. Pokemon is a really, really good multiplayer Pokemon game. And we'll be doing Kanto in it. So if you want to like do a region first, yeah, if you want to like do another region first, don't pick Kanto if you want to play alongside me. I'll put it that way. Alright, I'm gonna save once more. Waterground is so good, especially on Quagsire, even though Swampert's better. Nah, Quagsire's the GOAT. Alright. Where is the window capture I need? That's the wrong window capture that you're capturing there. But, alright, let me just put the music on. Because we are going to... There we go. There we go. We're going to be doing a tier list. Oh, that is way out of the box, actually, I'm now realizing. We're going to be doing a tier list of... A couple of tier lists, actually. Because obviously we're like... there's a lot left to stream. And I think it'd be just dumb to end now. Because we're... It's just been half of a regular stream length. That is the wrong tab here. Quagsire first. We'll do it in order, but you know where Quagsire is going. You know exactly where Quagsire is going. Okay, so we have S to D tier. I think that's fair. I'm probably not going to rank Pokemon, like, below D tier, you know? So anyway, Chikorita's going in C. I feel like there's not going to be much argument there. I'm going to be honest. This is probably one of my hottest takes. I'm not that big of a fan of the Johto starters. So they're probably not going to be that high. I do actually kind of like a Bayleaf, though. Bayleaf's pretty cool. And then I'd say Meganium a bit more than Bayleaf. So yeah, high B tier. Cyndaquil I also think B tier. Maybe a bit above Meganium as well. I'd say Quilava below Meganium. Be kind to the baby Cinder. A high B is generous so far. It's the highest on the tier list at the moment. You thought the tier list was going to be about how good the Pokemon are in Johto. I mean, I don't really know that much. This is more just like an opinionated tier list. That we're doing here. But yeah, I don't know. Quilava's just kind of... I think Quilava's one of definitely, like, the epitome of, like, awkward middle stages, honestly. It's quite cool, but I don't know. It's just a bit goofy to me. And Typhlosion... Honestly, I think I like Typhlosion less than Meganium. I get what people say about its flames, and it does look a lot cooler with its flames. But I don't think it looks that cool with its flames. It looks alright with its flames. And it looks a lot worse without them, but like I think even just regularly, it's a kind of design in the grand scheme of things. I don't know, they went a lot more simplistic with a lot of the Johto starter designs in comparison to what they'd done before, and I feel like it just meant they missed the mark. Like, I feel like sometimes they go a bit too simple with the starter designs, if that makes sense. And I feel like often it kind of, like, makes them not all that great. Obviously, going too complex never works, but, Totodile Line S. I mean, I think I do like Totodile the most out of all the starters. But I'm gonna be real. Croconaw... You know what, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm not that big of a fan of Croconaw. Croconaw's alright. You know what? Actually, I think Totodile A tier, but Croconaw's even more of a weird middle stage Pokemon, so... To be honest, it was the second generation of Pokemon, so the designs were going to be simple. But yeah, like, Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise are all, like, I'd say they're, like, a good level of complex, you know? Like, they're not, like, overdoing it. There's not too much going on there. It's, like, the perfect level. I'd say that and Alola get the perfect level of, like, complexity in their starters, you know? Like, both of those are, like, just very, very good designs. I've always said my hottest take is I do actually like Charizard a lot. I think Charizard's bigged up a lot for a reason, and that's because it's cool. But, see you next stream. We have to get off. Understandable, Shadow Gaming. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Yeah, obviously Quagsire would be going in S, but... Yeah, I guess spoilers for that, but... Anyway, for Alligator... I think S tier for Alligator. Do I? A tier. A tier. I don't like his posture. His posture isn't great, but he does have a good pair of cheeks, you know? For Alligator's kind of got it going, you know? But yeah, as I was saying, the Johto starters aren't really my favourite in terms of starters. I think they're kind of weak in terms of design. Some of the weakest starters, if not the weakest, in my opinion. I'm not slating people who like them, just personally I think they're just a bit too simplistic. And that's why I like Feraligatr the most, because Feraligatr's definitely, like, the best. Charizard is good, and yes, it's Pokemon's poster child. You don't care, you wish it was, Timesword weak to Pebble. Wasn't Timesword weak to a Pebble. I guess it's got to have some kind of weakness, you know? Not everyone can be perfect. Anyway, Sentret. Sentret, I'd say, is high A. No, I want it. Yeah, there we go. Sentret's definitely high A. Sentret's good. Sentret's a very good. Sentret and Zigzagoon kind of, like, stood apart in terms of, like... Wait, give me a moment. Anyway, Sentret and Zigzagoon stood apart because they were, like, the two non-big teeth ones. And then, like, they got to Bidoof, and then it was big teeth again until, Lechonk, which again broke the formula. But yeah, probably one of the best Jobber Root ones. Definitely, it's got a really good HM pool. Almost as good as Bidoof's. I always thought Sentret was a flying type when you used it, against a fighting type. Guess what happened? It kind of does have its arms up like that, doesn't it? It looks like it should take off, but it does not. Anyway, onto Ferret. People are saying S tier. I guess I'm being stingy with my S's, honestly. Ferret's cool. I do like Ferret a lot. I'm not sure if it's S, though. I'm not sure at all. It's fine. It's alright. It's definitely, again, one of the best Route 1 Pokemon. Undeniably. But I'm not sure I'd quite go as far as saying S tier with it. It's very cute. It's definitely got the cute factor. And I can see why so many people are, like, such big fans of it. But I think overall, my opinion of it isn't that great. But yeah, Hoo-Hoo is next. Hoo-Hoo is very much a little guy. I think Hoo-Hoo is going to be... Yeah, Hoo-Hoo B tier. I think. Of, like, the bird Pokemon, of, like, the tiny bird Pokemon, it's definitely up there. It is a very charming little bird dude. Ferret's pretty good, however, it has a flaw in it. It doesn't really make sense for a Sentra evolution. I don't know, I can see it. I wonder if there's, like, a specific reasoning. I mean, what even is Sentra? Squirrel of some kind, right? Squirrels and ferrets. Ferrets aren't really that related. For you thought that there was an F in the middle. Hoofu. I guess if it did have a hoof instead of a foot, that would be interesting. Alright. But yeah, Noctowl's next. You got Pokemon already? Hell yeah. It's not Psychic Owl, even though it has psychic moves. What the hell, Game Tendo? That's true, actually. You just reminded me of that, and it angered me. And honestly, I'm not that big of a fan of Noctowl anyway, so it's going C tier. Noctowl is alright, but now Rob has said that, he's right. Why isn't Noctowl Psychic type? It doesn't make sense. Well, okay, no. It's not the most nonsensical not a psychic type. I'd say Golduck is more nonsensical in that front. But I don't know why, but in my head I always thought it was psychic type as a child. And when I found out it wasn't, I was like, what? What? But yeah. Anyway. Ledibur and Ledian. I'd be surprised if anyone argues me on that point. It's just... Can even the next Legends game with a Psychic type? I'd be chuffed with that. What the fuck? What do you mean, what the fuck? It's Ledian! Ledian isn't that good! Ledian is... so eh. I tried to use a shiny one once and I was like, what? How is this so bad? You know? Like, I think its design is pretty cool. I like its design. But its power is just so underwhelming that it just leaves an awful taste in my mouth. You know? Ledian could replace Pikachu. Ledian could not replace Pikachu. Anyway, Spinarak. Spinarak! I think... yeah, high B tier for Spinarak, I think. Complain about that when no one complains about Lugia being a psychic flying when it's supposed to be water flying. I mean, basically they gave Lugia the psychic type and the flying type because they wanted it to feel like a legendary, you know? They wanted to give it like a mythical typing. And psychic fits that book. So yeah, I'd say like Lugia deserves to be a psychic type, but if it got a third type, water definitely. And Palkia, it's like space, you know? Like, there's a lot of space with water. I don't know, I feel like I didn't explain it well there, but Palkia's water typing feels logical to me because of, like, space and the vastness of it, and, like, the vastness of an ocean, if that makes sense. It's just right, exactly. Like, steel representing time. I think that's, like, a logical choice. Anyway, Ariados. High A for Ariados. No, below threat. High A for Ariados. I really like Ariados. Ariados is easily one of the best bug types, I think. In terms of design, it's a very cool, like, spider Pokemon. That doesn't make more sense. Palkia should be Psychic Dragon. I don't think so. Water fills space, so it kind of represents infinite space. Exactly. I think water makes sense. I don't think Psychic would make sense on like a surface level, I think, but I think water's a better pick. Anyway, Crobat. Also high A tier. Crobat's a really cool Pokemon, honestly, for like a Zubat evolution. I feel like Zubat is just a very like dirt common Pokemon, and for it to become Crobat, like I feel like people don't use Crobat often because like, okay, no. I think that a lot of people who've like got experience with the franchise end up not using Crobat often because they've got to catch a Zubat for it. But I think that it's a very underrated Pokemon in that sense. But it's because it evolves, what's it called? Oh, my brain. Yeah, it evolves from Zubat, and I think that means that a lot of people, like, don't cut it that much slack, but I think it's really cool. Crobat's design is meh, but it's really powerful, which is really cool for it. Definitely the power part, but I think it's got a pretty cool design as well. Maybe it should have a bigger mouth to represent, like, its previous evolutions, but I think it's still a cool design. Palkia controls space, which is pretty magical. I don't think that's a straight line to be drawn there. Like, magic Pokemon, Psychic type, yes. Palkia can control space, which is magical, so Psychic type. I think that's a bit of a stretch. Anyway, Chinchou. I think Chinchou's another B tier, but like a high B tier. I like Chinchou a lot. Lampen, though. Lampen, I'd say, is pretty high up. Yeah, Lampen, Lantern. Gots go by understandable, Ruger. I hope you have a great rest of your day. But yeah, Lantern is very cool. I remember when I first found you could get Chinchou back in New Bark Town, I flipped. I was so excited. But yeah, Lantern. Lantern is damn cool as a Pokemon. I like Lantern a lot. Anyway, next is Pichu, which is, arguably the first Pikachu clone. You can't really see Pichu there. You can only really see the tier list, and like all the Pokemon on the right. But yeah, Pichu I like a lot, I think. I'd say Pichu is S. Pichu's our first S tier. I like Pichu a lot. Pichu is a damn cool Pokemon. I think it's a very like it does a good job at being like adorable. Which is like very fitting and giving like a what's it called? It's very cute, and I think it does a good job at like being a Pikachu pre-evolution. Pichu is cute, but why does it exist? That type of Pokemon. Because it gave Pikachu a pre-evolution. Because Pikachu's popular. And I think it's very much earned its place in existence by just being adorable. Honestly. I'm going to take a drink before we continue, I think. And in Smash Bros, exactly. Pichu is the only Pokemon on this tier list in Super Smash Bros. No other Pokemon can say that. I always thought Cleffa was Gen 4. I'm gonna be honest. Like, for the longest time, I thought Cleffa was a Gen 4 Pokemon, but no, it's Gen 2. Which kind of surprised me when I realized. I don't know why I always thought it was Gen 4, but, Anyway, I'd say maybe above Chikorita. But, yeah. I don't have many opinions on Clefairy, honestly. The Clefairy line's an alright line. Actually, no, Clefairy's great. Clefable's awesome. Loose, the goat. Loose being a Clefable I used to set up in Pokemon. But yeah, next is Igglybuff. D-tier. I don't like Igglybuff. I don't know what it is, but Igglybuff does not pass the vibe check. Igglybuff does not pass the vibe check at all. True, but doesn't Pichu, when using electric moves, damage itself? Yeah, but it's cute, so it gets a pass. You like Igglybuff, but why does it exist? I think they're allowed to give Pokemon pre-evolutions. I think that's a cool thing. I feel like you just don't like Pokemon being given weaker forms. I'm noticing a trend here. I feel like... Wait, are we already... No, we're not through the baby Pokemon yet. I feel like there are a few more Pokemon we're going to get to, and you're going to be like, I like this, but why does it exist? It's like knockoff Clefairy. Igglybuff is like knockoff Clefairy. It just doesn't pass the vibe check. I don't like it. Anyway, Togepi. I think I like Togepi a little less than Ariados, but Togepi is very cool. Togepi is like the poster child for baby Pokemon, and I like it a lot. Togepi's pretty cool. And Togetic, honestly, I think Volo has shot Togetic up for me. So I'm putting Togetic in S tier. Togekiss is very cool, but I've always liked Togetic a bit more, honestly. I think Togetic has a very cool design, and I'm a big fan of it, I keep on saying honestly. And I'm a big fan of it. And I'm a big fan of it. Volo definitely gave me a lot more respect for it, even though Volo was kind of shit. Volo fell off, I think, about Gym 6, at which point his damage just was not enough. But honestly, what do you like? Hey! I like Togetic. Whoever doesn't like Togepi's evolution line, then prepare for air slash Serene Grace nonsense. Quite. Anyway, Natu. This isn't like anything against Natu. It's just not that memorable, and nor Xatu. I think Natu gets the edge on Xatu, because it's got like cute points, you know? Like, I even used a Xatu once, but it just kind of doesn't stick out to me personally. It's... Like, when I put a Pokemon in C tier, I'd say B is good. Like, just to clarify my opinions, B is good, A is great, S is wonderful. C is, it's alright. D is bad. Missy has a lot of opinions on the tier list, apparently. Togekiss was much needed, let's say. The cutest Togepi, but you get rid of Togetic as soon as possible. That's understandable. What's it called? Yeah, no, I can't slate that. I can slate my, like, brain? I can't slate that. No, yeah, But I from this playthrough, I like Togetic a lot more. Do you remember one team used in Gen 4? Was the first team you beat Cynthia with, was, Infernape, Straptor, Sneasel, Gliscor, Togekiss, Frostlass. Togekiss is very good, and I like Togekiss a lot, but Togetic just slaps. Anyway, Mareep. I feel like you can't put Mareep anywhere other than AT, you know? Mareep is just like the cute Pokemon, you know? Felix was saying that Ledian could be the new Pikachu. I fundamentally disagree with that, but you know who could be the new Pikachu? What's it called? Mareep. Mareep could easily be the new Pikachu. It's gonna, like... Oh, it did do that. Oh, don't do that. It didn't, okay. But yeah, I'm a big fan of, You ever, like, worry that there's something weird on your YouTube recommendations, even if you don't watch anything weird? Anyway, there wasn't anything weird, but I just couldn't stop myself from checking. The Repline is the most iconic Gen 2 electric type. And maybe Pokemon from Gen 2, definitely. Ampharos? Honestly, I like Ampharos less than Mareep. Maybe less than... Yeah, I think Ampharos is going to go about here. I still think it's really cool, but I think Mareep is a much softer design. And I did those two first, because I'm going to be real, I don't like Flaffy. I don't like Flaffy at all. Flaffy is like the epitome of awkward middle stage of a 3-stage evolution that it feels like they added just so they could make the final stage stronger, which I can't slate. Because Ampharos being strong is cool, but I just don't care for Flaffy at all. It's just very there, I think, in terms of being a Pokemon. I just think it exists between Mareep and Ampharos. I feel like it's liked because of that mere fact alone, but overall, I'm just not a fan. Anyway, Blossom is very cool. I'm a big fan of Blossom. I think Blossom... Yeah, above Togepi, I think. It's a lovely little happy evolution of Gloom, and I'm a big fan of it for that. By the way, the official pronunciation for Ampharos is Ampharos. However, it's confusing because in the anime, they swapped the names around a lot, making it inconsistent. I don't know, I wonder how official the dub voice acting is, in the sense that I wonder how much direction they have for the pronunciation of names. Anyway, Marill. I have a friend who really likes Marill. And I feel like that, when you have someone you know who really likes a Pokemon, I think you tend to like it more as well. So I can't really put Marill anywhere other than this. It's very round. And I appreciate that. Azumarill? Definitely yes. This is just because of Scarlet and Violet. But Azumarill is the GOAT. I love Azumarill a lot now. I didn't like it that much, but Azumarill... Azumarill is shot up for me because of its use in Scarlet Violet raids. To be honest, you don't know. However, you don't get why saying Hippopotas instead of Hippopotas annoys M&J TV. I've honestly not seen him get annoyed by that, mostly because I don't watch that much of his content, but that's not what I mean. I mean, it was supposed to be the new mascot, which is why I was introduced in the anime super early. Ah, understandable. I didn't realize they were going to swap Pikachu out. I wonder why they didn't in the end. Also, transgender icons. The, Marill line. It's just a fact. Sudowoodo. A tier, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I like Sudowoodo a lot. It's just got such a, It's got a good vibe, and I like how it's always that way in every game. Like in Scarlet and Violet, it just stands there until you get near it, at which point it legs it as fast as possible in the other direction. And honestly, that like kind of lore around it makes me like it a lot more. Also, Brock Sudowoodo is the GOAT. I love Brock Sudowoodo as well. Is that gender change thing still a thing or only in older games? I think it's only in older games. I'm not sure which generation it stopped being a thing, but it is no longer a thing, unfortunately. But yeah, Politoed. I've never used a Politoed before, but I really like Politoed. Politoed's... It's like one of those hard-to-get Pokemon that is just awesome. Again, also really like in the anime how it just goes, like, it just claps constantly. Frog Pokemon always hit, to be fair. I don't think there's a single frog Pokemon I think there's a single frog Pokemon that doesn't hit it out the park with its design. And Politoed. Politoed is definitely the first. I guess maybe not the first because Venusaur, but one of the first in the line and a great lineage of great Pokemon. Which frog Pokemon is that? Bellibolt. I don't like Bellibolt that much. Yeah, it's Bellibolt. I don't know. I like Tadbulb. Tadbulb's really cool. Bellibolt? Eh. But anyway, this isn't a Gen 8 tier list. Gen 9 tier list. Where are the gens going? Oh god. Anyway, next is Hoppip. Its design saves it a lot, I think. Yeah, I think above Chikorita. Hoppip's design saves it a lot, I think. It's got a really cute design, being a little, like, cat, bug, flying thing, which is adorable. But fundamentally, yeah, it's useless but cute. It purely scrapes past D tier by being adorable. Skiploom doesn't. High D tier, I'll give it that. And then Jumpluff? I think Jumpluff is low C. I like Jumpluff more than Skiploom. And I like the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon quest, I think, really helps me like it more, because I always thought that quest was adorable. And that always sticks out of my head whenever I see it. But overall, I'm just not that big of a fan. Nice idea to just think of them just floating about in the wind. That is an adorable mental image indeed. But yeah, next is Apom. I'm just not that big of an Apom fan, honestly. I don't know why. It's alright. I always find it funny how, Ash's Apom, which he then traded to Dawn, just ditched Dawn as well, because it went to go and play table tennis. It just left, because it was like, I'm gonna go play table tennis, goodbye. I was kind of hoping it would come back in Journeys, because that would have been funny, but it just did not. Jumpluff is a weak Pokemon, and that's annoying. Literally when your mum battled her sister when they were young in Pokemon, using Jumpluff was annoying. My mother doesn't feel guilty. I can see why people like Jumpluff. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, Jumpluff, it just doesn't do it for me. Sunkern, on the other hand, I can't put it too high. I think it's going high, low B tier, because on one hand, Sunkern is so shit. It's a really bad Pokemon. Also, look at its face. Look at Sunkern's face and tell me you don't like that. Look at it deep in the eyes and tell me, yeah, Cahir, I despise that stupid little fucking thing. It's kind of cute, and I'll stand by that. Additionally, Sunflora, I think even higher B. Sunflora has a nice design. I'm probably gonna piss some people off putting Typhlosion below it. But I just like Sunflora's design a lot, and it's got a little happy face as well, you know? And I appreciate that a lot. I want to use a Sunflora one day. It probably won't go well, but finally a man of taste who likes Sunflora. Yeah, I'm gonna use Sunflora one day. And that person is you. Look, I'm not gonna justify myself, actually. Yanma. That's Yanma. I like Yanmega a lot. Yanmega's quite cool, but Yanma's just eh. You really like Yanma and Yanmega? Yanmega's cool. I like Yanmega a lot, but Yanma just doesn't do it for me. I don't know why. Anyway, we're on to, what was it called? We're on to some of the goats. Wooper. I know some people really like Wooper for Wooper, but, yeah, I know a lot of people like Wooper for Wooper. I think Wooper's a very good design. Don't get me wrong, Wooper's great. But Quagsire is better. Quagsire just has a very good, dead, empty stare. And I like that a lot. If there's one thing about Wooper, though, it's that it always knows how to evolve into the best thing. The only thing you disagree with is putting Sun and Flora above Typhlosion, you feel outraged. I feel like a lot of people are. Part of me was thinking I could just, like, upload this. Like, just cut out the tier list part and upload it. I'm now realizing that if I do that, I should probably still try to get rid of, I should probably get rid of, the silence. So who knows if it'll become a video, because editing isn't something I like doing. You called yours in a Nuzlocke Death Stare. That is a good name. It does have the Death Stare, doesn't it? A very, like, cold face. Anyway, Espeon and Umbreon. I think... Yeah, no. I like Espeon more than Umbreon, honestly. I think Espeon goes there. Umbreon goes... there. I think the evolutions are all bangers. Evolutions are always good, but personally, I've always liked Espeon more. Umbreon's just a bit too basic for me, I think. I'm not a big fan of it. I'd probably rank it lower on the, evolution spectrum, honestly. But I also would put Flareon at the top of that spectrum, so I don't know how valid my opinion is on that front. I just realized my cursor is moving. I feel like it isn't normally moving when I'm streaming, and that's very exciting to me. Some of the best evolutions. Yeah, no, I think they're very good, but especially in terms of Pokemon as shown by their placing, but... Anyway, Murkrow. I like Murkrow a lot. I feel like even now that it has an evolution, they still force you to use Murkrow for a while in games, and I feel like that kind of gives me mixed feelings on it. Because on one hand, Murkrow is pretty cool, but on the other hand, I do want it evolved. So I'd say middle B tier, just because of that. Slowking, on the other hand, I think A tier for Slowking. You know what, yeah, just above Umbreon. Play Colosseum, then interactions between Espeon and Umbreon will make you love it. Do they interact, or do you just mean in battle? How is Flareon's cool. I'm tired of Flareon slander, I'm gonna be real. I get why people dislike Flareon, because like it's not got that good of a moveset. But Flareon's cool. It's got that big fluffy like neck thing, it's got a little wisp on his head. It's adorable. I'm dying on this hill. I'm dying on the Flareon is adorable hill. You will prize Flareon out of my cold, dead hands. Yeah, they kind of sit in the motorbike sidecar when you travel. Oh, well, I definitely will have to play Colosseum at some point. Mischievous? I think... yeah. Maybe? Yeah, S tier. Mischievous is great. I love Mischievous. Mismagius? Brilliant. Brilliant. Love Mismagius more. But Mischievous is still really cool. I really like its design. I think it's a very cool design. And Fluttermane's is additionally very cool. You don't hate Flareon. You like it, but you don't think it's the best evolution. I mean, that's fair, but I do think it's the best evolution, because I think Flareon's sick. Anyway, Unknown? Better than Ledian. I think if they continued with Unknown Lore, like in Gen 4 it looked like they were turning around and being like, oh, Unknown Lore. They got a lot of lore to them, you know? They're like, oh, these guys, they're not strong, but they're like very lore-heavy Pokemon, isn't that cool? But then they just dropped it again. Unknown haven't appeared in a Pokedex since Legends Arceus, but that was the first Pokedex they'd appeared in since Gen 4. Like... Should have its own unknown ranking? No. That's just an alphabet ranking, Rob. That's just an alphabet tier list. It's just air. Like, again, if they'd, like, done more... If they'd done more with it lore-wise, I think I'd like it a lot more. But the issue is it's been so long since they've, like, tried to add anything to the unknown lore that it's just not doing it for me, you know? Oh, you thought that was going to happen to your favorite psychic type. Interesting choice. I won't slay. Anyway, Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet's cool. It's B tier. B tier, C tier. It's C tier. Yeah, Wobbuffet's cool. I like it a lot in the anime, and it's got an interesting gimmick of, like, not having any attacking moves, but purely, Yeah, but, like, also it's got Shadow Tag, which is really annoying to fight against. Shadow Tag is such, like, an irritating ability to, like, go up against, especially in the wild. But it is funny in the anime, so I think that bumps it up a bit. You said your second favorite psychic type is Grumpig. You did not say that. When did you say that? No, that is at the bottom of this ranking. You're in an unknown tier at the bottom. Ah, I get that. You're going through this at the same time, and yeah, you're not a Gen 2 fan, you guess. There are some alright designs in Gen 2, I think, but I think most of them just kind of end up falling into the they're alright category for me. You know? But yeah, Girafarig. I think B tier for Girafarig. I like Girafarig a lot. I like Farigiraf a decent amount as well, but I don't know, it just doesn't kind of rank that high for me, honestly. It's a pretty alright Pokemon. Pineco. Some may say Pineco sucks. I think it's pretty cool. It's also going a B tier. Pretty solid, needed the Evo, definitely. You're reading it wrong. You said Unknown is your second favorite psychic type. Grumpig is your favorite. I don't think I am reading it wrong. I'm just confused now. But fair enough. Oh, I said my second. Okay, no, I did read it wrong. My dyslexia is just kicking in big time. I apologize. That is on me. But yeah, Fortress. I think below Pineco, honestly. I'm not as big of a Fortress fan. Love a Fortress. I don't know, it's alright. It just doesn't stick out that much to me. It's just kind of like, yeah. I feel like it's one of the Pokemon that if I used one day, I'd become a much bigger fan of it, but like, overall, it's just alright, you know? Imagine seeing one IRL. I think seeing most Pokemon IRL would be terrifying. I'm gonna be honest, Felix. Dunsparce? I think the hunt that I'm doing right now is making me like Dunsparce more. Because I'm hunting for triple segment the Dunsparce. And while, like, I feel like normally I'm not the biggest Dunsparce fan, the Dunsparce has definitely made me like it more. Now that I know that there's more to it than just Dunsparce, you know? Wait, I'm gonna take a drink quickly. My throat's getting pretty dry. You don't know. Only the spidery ones for you. There are a lot of big spidery Pokemon, aren't there? And then there's Joltik, which isn't big, and I like that a lot. Anyway, Gligar. Gligar's the GOAT. I love Gligar. Yeah, better than Wooper. I feel bad for it in, like, pre-Gen 4, but now it's got Gliscor. So, like, it's smooth sailing for Gligar. I wish Ash had more time with his Gligar as a Gligar, though. Like, it felt like they evolved his Gligar very quickly to me. And then they made him ditch it at one point for flying training. And I was like, oh, but why? I think it comes back, but I'm pretty sure it comes back in Sinnoh League Victors, but... Although it did give room for him to get a Gibble, so maybe that's the good thing. Steelix. Steelix is cool as hell. Steelix there. I love Steelix. I love me a good Steelix. Steelix is a much-needed evolution for Onix. Onix needed Steelix a lot. And it's such a cool wall Pokemon. It's such a cool Pokemon in general. I'm a big fan of Steelix. Snubbull and Granbull, on the other hand, I'm just going to put them both in high D tier. I don't really care for either of them. Big Snake. Big Snake indeed. You know when something sounds quite close to your name, but not quite? Steelix, Felix. That is a good point. They rhyme. They rhyme very well. Yeah. Yeah, the Rock Snake who hits less in the center definitely needed an evolution, definitely. Onix looks like it should have really good attack and it just does not. Anyway, Quillfish. I think I used to rank Quillfish higher, but at this point I'm going to rank it a bit lower. You know what? No, I like it more than Espeon. Quillfish is very cool. And I'm glad that it got Overquill. I'm a bit sad that Overquill's, like, past exclusive, and it looks like Overquill might not be that common of, like... It looks like it might never be in a Pokedex. But I hope it is, because Overquill is very cool, and I think definitely deserves more of, like, a spotlight on it. But Quillfish, as it is, I'm still a massive fan of. I love a good Quillfish. And, here's a fact. Fuecoco first tier evolution is in the same tier as Charizard. No, I think I like Charizard more than Skelly-Dudge, but we're talking about Johto, so I'm not going to get into that debate. Anyway, on the topic of I just realized the tier list is poking out under the bottom as well. That's really annoying me. How is that? That's been like that the whole time. I'm genuinely spooked by that. In competitive, not looks. Oh, understandable. I don't know much about competitive at all. But yeah, next! Next is definitely one of those Pokemon that, like, you don't like initially, but then someone comes along who really likes the Pokemon, and their love of this Pokemon just ends up rubbing off on you. At this point, I couldn't put Caesar any lower than that whatsoever. Rob Caesar Reina really... Like, Caesar, like, I never disliked Caesar. Don't get me wrong, Caesar probably would have ended up in, like, A tier. Before. But, like, Rob has given me a much deeper appreciation for Caesar than I ever would have had otherwise, just because he has such a devotion to it. And I really got to appreciate that. Speaking of Gen 2 Pokemon that need evolutions very badly, though, Shuckle. I like it more than Apom, but it's alright. It definitely needs an evolution. I know it's got such a high defense stat, but I feel like it could do with more, you know? Shuckle is just kind of underwhelming as is for now, I think. Don't fuckle with Shuckle. Too late. Anyway, Heracross is next. I guess we've gone from one, like, really high bug type to... Yeah, I think Heracross may be top of B tier. Heracross is cool, don't get me wrong. I do like a good Heracross. But it just doesn't stand out that much to me. And then Sneasel. Sneasel's a Pokemon that is very much affected by the games. You know, like, it's representation in the games. And while I like Sneasel and Weavile's designs, it's going quite low for me, because whenever a Sneasel sees you in any game since Sword and Shield, it goes for your throat. It will chase you for miles and miles. You could run to the other side of the world, and that Sneasel will still creep up behind you, I swear. It's just annoying. Chocolate's not actually garbage. It's good for a starting setup with Stealth Rocks and Sticky Web. And I have a red card on it. Setup users can't do anything. Huh. I mean, yeah, again, I'm not that into competitive, so my opinion of Shuckle is very much single-player oriented. Anyway, Teddiursa. I think Teddiursa's pretty high. I mean, it's used by Katie, so it can't be that low, right? I'd say higher than Dunsparce. I think its Gen 2 sprite really made me appreciate it a lot more. Like, Teddiursa's Gen 2 sprite is extremely soft, but always round, I think it's very cute. I like Teddiursa a lot. Ursaring, on the other hand, I'd say, again, high B tier. Would I? In fact, I think Ursaring's A tier as well. I remember once in Pokemon Ranger Guardian Signs, I caught a random Ursaring on, like, that first island area, and I took it with me to the end of the game. I didn't need to do that. In fact, that limited me, because it meant I had one less slot of Pokemon, Poke Assists I could use, because I didn't want to lose Ursaring. But I just used that guy for the whole damn game. He was there, cheering me on. I like Ursaring a lot. Alright, yeah, true. I just know too much about competitive. Like, Greninja getting banned in competitive auras at one point for throwing trash bins at fairies. Oh yeah, Protein. They nerfed that, didn't they? It doesn't work with every move anymore. It's just the first one, right? Anyway, looks like we're starting to get to the end. Oh shit, I can't remember this one's name. Can you guys remember this one's name here? Anyway, it's pretty interesting. I just can't remember its name, you know? I'd say... Oh yeah, I think I like it more than Apalm. Yeah, I definitely like it more than Apalm. It's got a very cute design, I think. You couldn't pet it, but you'd want to pet it, you know? I like the little, like, weird lava fangs. It's Slugma. Slugma balls! Way! Honestly, Felix, I was expecting you to be happy that you've now got someone else in your club who've got Slugma balls by Cahir. I expected that. Then why did you step into the trap? Anyway, Magcargo. I think Magcargo's a little below Slugma. Yeah, I had to stay silent. I can't slate that. But yeah, Magcargo I think a little bit below Slugma. Not as high up. Swinub, we're like getting to the end of the tier list, and there are a lot of Pokemon in Johto that I just don't care that much about, and I feel bad to say it. But you just want to get it over? It would have been over almost. Like, I was at the end of my Slugma thing. I was gonna move on anyway. But yeah, Swinub is alright. I think we're starting to get to the point where B tier starts filling out, honestly. Because we've got a lot of B tiers coming up. Yeah, Swinub just below Hoot Hoot. Piloswine again, not much of an opinion on this one. I'd say better than Magcargo, worse than Slugma. And then Corsola. I like Corsola a lot. Corsola is very cool, I think. Sometimes I say, I like this Pokemon a lot, and then put it in B tier. I like the lore it gets with Marini. And I like Corsola as well. I'm a big fan of Corsola. But overall, love Swinub and Piloswine, want them as pets. That does sound like it'd be cute, until, like, they try... Like, a Swinub joining you under the covers would be like the opposite of a cat, you know? Instead of it being like a nice warm ball of fur, it'd be a nice cold ball of fur. It'd be very chilly, and it wouldn't be nice. But yeah, Remarade's pretty cool, I think. I like Remoraid. I'm not a Remoraid hater. I'd say above Shuckle for Remoraid. In fact, no, I think maybe above Hoot Hoot for Remoraid. Piloswine would crush you to death. Yeah, but you wouldn't want Piloswine in your bed. Outdoor pet. Ah, that makes sense. But yeah, Remoraid, I like Remoraid a lot. It's a cool, like, pistol Pokemon, water pistol Pokemon. Octillery I'm a less of a fan of. It's a cool octopus Pokemon, sure. But, like, I feel like it should be electric type. It's just one of those Pokemon that I feel like is mistyped. Honestly, though, I only think it should be electric type because of Volkner. Because Volkner uses one in Diamond Pearl, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. For, like, no reason he has an Octillery on his team. I don't know why they put an Octillery on his team, but they did. And he's just got an Octillery for no reason. And I thought it was electric for the longest time because of that. And I think that's why I think it should be electric, even though it probably shouldn't be. Delibird, I like Delibird. Delibird's cool. I think it's gonna go in A tier. Cute little Santa guy. I've always been a fan of Delibird. I feel like it'd be better if it got more of a moveset, though. If only it could get, like, Robocopped. Then maybe it could have a better moveset. You couldn't tell what they were until you saw the demo sprites. That's fair. Octillery definitely doesn't look that much like a cannon. I feel like Remoraid's easier to see as a water pistol, but Octillery just doesn't... Its tentacles don't look enough like treads, I don't think, to, like, get that point across. I love Mantine. Mantine's great. I don't have much to say about Mantine, it's just cool. Just a cool dude. Big fan of it. Skarmory as well, honestly. I think Skarmory is easily one of the best Gen 2 Pokemon. I say with, like, 8 Pokemon above it, but that's not the point. Yeah, I'd say just below Quillfish for me. But yeah, Skarmory is very cool. You prefer the little one. Mantike is very cool. I like Mantike a lot. Probably more than Mantine myself as well. Houndour. I feel like Houndour and Houndoom are both, like, good A tiers, honestly. Houndour is very cute, I think. And then Houndoom has that, like, element of cool. I think it should go by Crobat. Alright. Anyway, Kingdra. I think Kingdra's B tier. It's cool as, like, the second ever dragon type, but I just don't have that high of an opinion of it, honestly. Probably because it's, again, like a trade evolution, but, like, an item trade evolution, which meant that when I was younger, I never really had the chance to get those, because, like... What's it called? I mean, I did have friends who played Pokemon. Oh, wait, no. When I was really young, I didn't. And that probably impacted a lot. But, like, yeah. Kingdra's alright. Kingdra's honestly your number 1 in this gen. That's understandable. Kingdra is cool. Just, me, it's just not that high. Phanpy also B tier, I think. Maybe a bit above Magcargo, I'd say. It's very cute. And then Donphan, I'd say above that. Maybe Donphan's low A tier. Yeah, I'd say below Delibird. I like Donphan a lot. I think its new Paradox forms are a lot cooler. Both of them. But overall, I'd say Donphan is a very cool Pokemon itself. Porygon 2. I don't like it as much as Porygon Z. I like it more than Porygon. But Porygon Z is probably high A tier for me. Porygon 2 is a bit lower, though. I'm not as big of a fan. Stantler... It's just annoying how it never lets you escape. Porygon Z is Gen 4, yeah. Like, I feel like Stanley's speed stat means it always stops you from escaping, then it hypnosises you. And it's always really damn annoying. Smeargle, I used to like Smeargle a lot when I was young, because I thought Sketch was such a cool move. Like, I thought Sketch was so cool. What's it called? I'd say nowadays I'm a bit less of a fan of it. Maybe low A. So I still think it's a very cute design. I like its design a lot. I like how it gets sleeker to do with it going up in bits. Isn't that more going up in, like, polys? I mean, I guess that's both, isn't it? Going up in bits, going up in polys. Getting higher quality. Tyrogue is a weird little baby, man. I'm gonna be real. Bottom of C tier. I hate to say it, Tyrogue. It's just not that great. And then Hitmontop. Although I do appreciate Tyrogue as like a linking between Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. Like, it's cool to give them... I think that's the only time we've got 2 Pokemon given a single pre-evolution. And that's really cool. I just don't like its design that much. Machop knockoff, exactly. Hitmontop, however, I'd say Hitmontop's high B tier. Yeah, just above Cyndaquil, I think. Honestly, Hitmontop went up a lot for me in its estimation after that one video of, like, a guy who beat the Pokemon League with just 6 Hitmontop, and, like, they paired, like, an anime opening over it, and he's just doing a little dance. What gets you is Porygon Z doesn't learn Fire-type move, since malfunction computers often overheat. But it learns Leaf Storm and Ice Beam. Oh, it should learn Overheat, shouldn't it? That would be cool. He's just a little guy, but in a boring way. Exactly! Smoochum! I don't know, I like Jinx more than most people, I think. But Smoochum is, like... Yeah, I like it a little less than... No, I like Phanpy more than that. It's just... I don't know, it's... Again, little guy, little, like, baby guy, but in a weird way. Not a fan of it. Elekid, though, Elekid's a really cool pre-evolution. I'd say Elekid's up there. Maybe higher than Sentret. In fact, I think Teddiursa should be higher than all these guys. And then Magby. Magby, honestly, a little bit lower for me. I like Elekid a lot. Elekid's got a nice vibe to it, but Magby's vibe I just don't think is as good. Maybe lower than... Yeah, lower than Remoraid, I think. Miltank. I always used to think Miltank was, Gen 1. Because I thought, like, Miltank is always paired with Tauros. There are 2 generations in which Miltank isn't paired with Tauros. Gen 1, because it wasn't invented yet. And Gen 9, because Tauros has, like, a Poldean form. But I think Miltank's kind of cool. I think it's like, definitely, like, a bit of a powerhouse. A slept-on powerhouse. I mean, not that slept on, because everybody knows Whitney's Miltank, but I feel like people sleep on it past that, you know? So I think it's a solid A tier. Got milk? Exactly. Glad Brugger isn't here. He would be mad at me for that. Blissy's cool. B tier. It's cool how much experience you can get from it. I always remember the Auraz dens. What'd you call them? Secret dens, secret layers, secret base. The Auraz secret bases, people got a bunch of people with, like, Miltank? No. Blissey, with, like, a team full of Blissey, and then you fought them, and then you could grind up your Pokemon to good levels. And that was always such a cool thing, and I liked that a lot. Anyway, now we're on to legendaries and pseudo-legendaries. Experience farm, indeed. Okay, first things first, we're going to get this out of the way. The legendary dogs aren't legendary dogs. They're also not legendary cats. They were designed as cats. Raikou is a tiger. Entei is a lion. My music just stopped. Raikou is a tiger, Entei is a lion, Suicune is a leopard, but they're all made to be more ambiguous in their features, so they didn't really lean one way or the other. They're legendary beasts. You like Jink's Ice Psychic type. It's a very good offensive type, and before Gen 4 it could have access to special type ice moves straight away since Ice Punch was a special move at the time. Oh, that's true. But yeah, legendary dogs, I'd say they're all very cool designs. I'd say they're all A tier. But I guess the question is like, where in A tier? Raikou I think I like more than Ariados. Entei I think is my least favorite of them, maybe just below Houndoom. And then the leopard? Suicune I'd say is pretty high. I used to like Raikou more, but I think I like Suicune more nowadays. Yeah, top of A tier, actually. Top of A tier. Still gonna call them dogs, you're just a confused old man. Understandable. Larvitar is pretty cute. I'd say Larvitar is... yeah, just below Sunflora. Larvitar is very cute. Pupitar... I like Pupitar less. I get what they're going for, because it's kind of a cocoon, but it's still more boring. Maybe just above Smoochum. And then Tyranitar... I'd say Tyranitar is unavoidably A tier. Yeah, just above Houndour, I think Tyranitar is. In fact, no, I think Tyranitar is maybe a bit of a layer above. Because it's one of the 2 non-Dragon-type pseudo-legendaries, and I like it a lot for that, you know? Like, I don't get why all pseudo-legendaries have to be Dragon-type now. It's a boring trend, and I think we should get over it, and make some cooler pseudo-legendary types. I'd like to see, like, a Fairy-type pseudo-legendary. I think that'd be cool. Maybe we could get, like, a pseudo-legendary of, like, one of the starting types as well, like Fire, Water, or Grass. Like, maybe, like, some kind of, like, insane Fire Spirit or something. Like, insanely cool. It's a pretty good offensive... it's a pretty good type to have, since it's probably one of the, if not to this day, a pretty good ice type for playthroughs on Nuzlocke, especially before Gen 4. That's fair. Anyway, now we're on to Lugia and Ho-Oh. You thought Tinkaton was a pseudo. Tinkaton is not a pseudo. I also thought Tinkaton was a pseudo, because it's got pseudo vibes, but nope. It's just the Ice Guy in Gen 9. Lugia, I think I like Lugia less than Mantine, yeah. Lugia's cool, but again, quite basic. Ho-Oh's also pretty cool. I think I like Ho-Oh more than Lugia. But, yeah, Ho-Oh's top of A tier for me, but it's not S tier, I don't think. Celebi's one of the best pseudos. It's S tier. Haxorus has a friend, of, like, everyone thinks they're pseudos, but not quite. Yeah, no. I thought it was a pseudo as I was, like, getting into it, but I realized it wasn't, before, like, when it evolved too early. Boo, Lugia is, like, the god of 3 legendary birds. It just doesn't do it for me, honestly. I'm just not that big of a fan. Tinkaton will be overpowered because of its type, but isn't due to its offensive status, which I think is balanced on, like, a certain dog. Maybe you're right. Can't wait for that guy to re-enter the meta. Anyway, yeah, that's my Johto tier list. Of course, Quagsire is up at the top after Stronk's sweep. Yeah. I was thinking about doing the gym leaders as well, but I think it's a bit late, so... I think this managed to fill out the time a lot better than I was expecting it to. I guess it is 100 Pokemon. This is probably the biggest tier list I've done so far. Because it's like the whole Johto Dex. Not Johto Dex, all the new Pokemon. Johto Pokemon. Now, what if Ferret was red and white stripes instead? I think it would be just below Stronk if it was. I don't know. Fermint swept, but I think it fell off a bit at the end for some reason. Like, it was literally at the very end that Fermint fell off. But up until that point, it was great. But yeah, that was my tier list, and also the finale of the Pokemon Crystal Nuzlocke. Of course, next Wednesday will be PokeMMO, Kanto. Make sure to tune in for that, because that will be very cool. I'd highly recommend tuning in for it. He was protesting for Buttercup to join the team. Ah, understandable. But yeah, but this Monday, we'll be continuing on for our Shiny Minccino hunt, where we're hunting for Professor Juniper's Minccino at the starting screen of Pokemon Black and White, so I'd highly recommend tuning in for that. But yeah, I hope you all had a great time, and I will see you all on Monday. I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend, and yeah, I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend as well. Goodbye, and good night. Oh, and bank holiday for everyone in the UK. But yeah, goodbye and good night.